Welcome back to Maggie and Perloff. He was one of our favorite guests when he came to our studio in New York City because he wasn't wearing any shoes walking through New York. Mack Hollins is here. Still no shoes. Mack, at least it's carpet. This has got to be a lot more comfortable than the streets of New York.
Yeah, this is a big upgrade. I'm walking on fluff now.
I mean, why the no shoes? Remind us again why this is part of your lifestyle.
Multiple reasons. So the grounding aspect of it, of like releasing ions back into the earth, the strengthening aspect of it, of if your body's a tree, your feet would be the roots. Strong roots equals a strong tree. And then it just feels better. First thing you do when you get home is take your shoes off, and you're like, I don't have to do that.
Wait, I'm not a foot person, to be honest. I'm not like Rex Ryan or something, but can I just see the bottom of your foot to see what it looks like? It's clean. How? You've been walking through a Las Vegas casino.
Listen.
Everybody knows what's on the floor.
Sorry, Mack was kind enough to bring us some beef jerky. And there's spice on it.
Yeah.
And I caught a spice.
Gotcha.
Okay. This is on behalf of GE Profile. It's a smart indoor smoker. You didn't bring shoes, but you brought us food. So thank you.
What a good trade-off. Yeah? I go barefoot, y'all get fed.
And you actually smoked this? How'd you do this? And thank you.
Take a little top round. Mm-hmm. It's the leanest meat.
Good.
Slice it into a little beef jerky size, about an eighth of an inch thick. Mm-hmm. Put it on the racks in this GE Profile smoker, and leave it 4 or 5 hours. Don't have to do anything. There's an app. You can control it from, if you were here, you could see it at your house. Come back in 5 hours.
This is top round. Wow, that's really good.
No.
Maggie knows that I've mentioned I'm obsessed with Alaskan survival shows, and one of the things they kill an animal and they smoke. This is something that has been done naturally for centuries. Yeah. But you did not kill this animal.
I did not.
Yeah, and it's funny. I'm obsessed with them, but as Maggie will say, I'd last an hour in the Alaskan outback. How long do you think you would last?
An hour? Yeah, that was like the over.
If you were in, I think you'd have to wear shoes because it's cold. But how long do you think you could last alone with nobody else in Alaska off the land?
Really, in my mind, I would live forever. Yeah. If I knew how to process animals properly, I think forever, and start a fire or whatever. Because mentally, every time I watch one of those shows, like 100 Days or whatever it is, oh my gosh, it's like my brain is just dopamined up. If that was me, oh god.
But you got to find fat.
Yeah, you got to get
hard.
Yeah, so if I knew how to properly butcher an animal, if you could kill
then you got
an
scavengers,
elk or something.
But you got scavengers, so you got to protect it from the wolverine.
Got to hang it up high or something, or build an ice box. Yeah.
So Mack could last longer than me. I could tell already.
You think? I mean, I don't want to lead into traditional gender roles here, but when you said I wish I knew how to butcher an animal. I don't know. This jerky is now taking on a really different kind of thing.
I almost had to back out of the whole interview because of one bite. There was too much spice on the jerky.
Okay, I mean, if you were alone in the Alaskan wilderness, living off the fat of the land, as we know you would survive longer than Perloff, how much time would you be spending thinking about football? I mean, would you be thinking man, I routes that I could be running?
Zero time. I'd be thinking about just building this super cool, I'm a little teenager, house in the woods. That's all I'd be thinking about.
Yeah, you don't have time to think of route trees. You're trying to survive.
I'm trying to survive out here until I can build it where I'm thriving, and I just got a nice setup.
In my mind, you went all the way to Tom Hanks in Castaway, where you're throwing an ice skate at a fish or whatever, and I don't know. I've got big plans apparently for Mack Hollins, wide receiver, just came off a year with the Atlanta Falcons. Now you're a free agent. I mean, wide receiver free agents. You're going to get linked to every single team. But Arthur Smith just left the Falcons to go take the offensive coordinator job at Pittsburgh. I mean, would we be crazy to draw a line for you to Pittsburgh?
No, not at all. I mean, that's kind of how. Obviously, I've been with a lot of teams, so I have more connecting points than most guys. But familiarity is big in this game, and playing with people that you've played with or know their system or know them helps a lot.
So I mentioned last time I'm from Philadelphia. Of all the football cities that you've been in, any fans match Eagles fans?
It's very different. Philly is almost like it was built like the fans decided how to build the whole structure of the city.
Yeah.
Like the
fan
whole
first.
layout. Yeah, the fan was like, hey, I want all the stadiums right next to each other.
Yeah.
So we can all party together and
Yeah.
pregame and tailgate and do that all that together.
The mayor was like, let's get Joe from Delco to come on
Yeah,
down here and
like-
be on this committee.
Yeah, let's
He
let
just
him
called
decide
the
the layout.
WIP. Why don't we get him over at our place
Right.
to share some ideas?
So yeah, they're one of a kind for sure.
Yeah, and you played here in Vegas.
Yeah.
What was it like here? Because the Raiders fans are newer to Las Vegas. It's an incredible town now. The whole football world is here. Have the Raiders caught on? I mean, I feel like the Raiders are popular everywhere.
Yeah, for sure. No, the fan base is great here. From what the guy said in Oakland, I guess it was a little even more crazy.
Yeah.
But when I was here, they were great. It was really cool to see them. It's just there's so many different people here in Vegas,
Yeah.
like just that are traveling in. It's not kind of the same as Philly, where it's
Yeah.
like the majority of the people in Philly are from Philly or live close by. Vegas, like you're on the Strip, and like 10% of the people are probably from Vegas. Like everybody lives off the Strip and lives somewhere else. But still, like on game day and stuff, was incredible.
Mack Hollins is here, wide receiver, now a free agent, was with the Atlanta Falcons on behalf of GE Profile Smart Indoor Smoker. You mentioned the Raiders. You played alongside Devontae Adams. You know, it's tough because I don't think this is what Devontae Adams really signed up for, right? I mean, he wanted to go to Vegas, but maybe thought they wouldn't be starting what might look like a rebuild. I'm not really sure where Vegas is at. Playing alongside Adams, do you think he's somebody who's Vegas and a Raider for the rest of his career?
I think he very well could be. I still think he's top 3, if not the best in the league at the position. I learned so much from him and gained so much knowledge just on and off the field. Even though I'm older, like I was year 6 when I met him, I still was able to gather so much from him. He's next level.
Because he's like on a Hall of Fame track.
Yeah.
If you don't get with a good quarterback, though, that could get stalled. I mean,
Yeah.
do guys think about this?
For sure. Like if you ever tracked anything in life of like, hey, I'm on this track and there's things that can derail me, like I don't want to, if I know they're coming, I don't want to go run into something that's going to derail any track I'm on. So I'm sure he's thinking of that type of stuff. Like, hey, I've gone for 1,000 yards or more. I've been all pro a bajillion times. I don't want to stop doing that. I want to continue to go this way.
You know, it's funny. We've had a few wide receivers on the show this week. Puka Nacua, we mentioned Michael Pittman Jr., all 3 laid back, seemingly really nice guys who get very physical on the field. It strikes me as weird. You're a very physical wide receiver. Like, do you consider yourself a tough football player? Because that's not really when you think of wide receivers, you think of more, I don't know, toward the diva end of the scale. But you play physical football.
Yeah, I think that's just how I've always been.
Yeah.
And I mean, it goes either way. Like, there's some tough players that are getting paid. There's some finesse players that are getting paid. So everybody has their little thing. But
I mean, coaches must love that you block. I
yeah,
mean,
like
a lot of guys might not.
That's the point. Hitting's fun. I'm only gonna play this game for a little while. Does it feel as great after the game? No, but like if you get a good hit, it feels good.
Does it as good as a catch?
If it's a real good one, but like they've kind of taken away all the good hits out of the game.
Oh no!
If they allowed you, Mack Hollins is here on behalf of GE Profile, the Smart Indoor Smoker. He brought us beef jerky, so thank you for that. If the NFL was like, all right, we're going to give you a 1-game exemption, you can play barefoot. Would you do it?
100%.
You are barefoot here, walking on
100%.
Radio Row.
100%. If they should make everybody do it. No shoes, no gloves.
It's like week 4.
Yeah.
No shoes. Oh, no gloves.
No gloves. The gloves to me are like a cork bat.
Yep.
Like they're that big of an advantage.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty
Okay,
crazy
but
how
then
good they are.
When it rains, you need different types of
Yeah.
gloves.
Then they bring out leather gloves.
And those work just as well in the rain, or no?
They're kind of hit or miss.
Okay.
Yeah, they're hit or miss.
Then you might want to play in a dome.
Yeah.
By the way, there's one survival show, Naked and Afraid,
Yeah.
where you don't get to wear clothes. I get the feeling that you'd be up for that.
Absolutely.
I'm surprised
absolutely.
the producers haven't called you.
I was actually hoping Maggie would ask that question.
Listen,
By the way, are you
I would
comfortable
love
being
to be
naked?
on those shows.
No clothes?
I want to get on those shows so bad.
All right.
Wait,
we
It doesn't
gotta
matter
make
if it's
this
it
happen.
doesn't matter. I just want to get on them and just
Do you walk around naked at home?
majority of the time, unless like the kids are downstairs or something. Like
Oh, really? Oh.
yeah, like I'll just walk around.
The
But if the kids are
majority of
downstairs,
the
then I'm
time.
like nah.
Yeah.
Or I just have like these little tiny shorts on. Like,
So you basically are naked.
Yeah, yeah.
I get that. Okay, last one for you. And again, thanks for coming
Yeah.
and stopping by.